Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this March 3rd. And here it comes. We're getting ready for a deluge of rain. A flood watch posted for today until about noon tomorrow for the entire WBKO viewing area. And then around noon tomorrow, a winter storm watch takes over and runs all the way through Thursday morning. So we've got a two-tiered storm here that's on the warm side, going to bring us rain, thunderstorms, maybe the possibility of some flash flooding. And then tomorrow, as the cold side arrives, that's when we'll see a changeover. We could see possibly a period of sleet and then over to snow. And we really don't want that to happen. Remember, 1 year ago today, March 3rd, is when we had all that sleet. Remember that one? I do, because I couldn't get out of my driveway. Yeah, I had to come to work that morning, had to get emergency management to help me get into work. Crazy day. March 3rd last year, we had it was like 4 inches of sleet. It was crazy. I've never seen that much sleet in one snowstorm or one winter storm. And then there was some snow that went along with it, but I can remember it was hitting the window of my bedroom all night long before I got up. It was crazy. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen this time. I'm hoping that we'll get rain, and then it'll change over to maybe a brief period of sleet on Wednesday afternoon before it changes to snow. Now, how long we get rain, how long we get sleet will determine how long we get snow. And it could, of course, the more rain and sleet you get, the less snow you're going to get. Looking at Future Max Predictor, which pretty much nailed all the previous winter storms we've had over the last 3 weeks, is saying that we're going to see a lot more rain than anything else. There could be that period of sleet in there, which could cause some issues as we get into Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, we could get a couple of inches of snow. But I think the higher snow totals are going to be further north of us along the Ohio River. And we're going to be again in that transitional area where, after coming off a day like today with temperatures in the 60s, we're not going to be quite in the zone that we were in 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago now, when we had that major winter storm on President's Day. So this is going to be a significant storm. It's going to have a major impact on our area. There's going to be issues with hazardous driving conditions. There's going to be issues today with flooding in some cases. But I don't think it's going to be of the magnitude that we had from President's Day, that storm. And, the 10 inches of snow and so forth and so on. So let's get to it. Here and now, we're dealing with the warm side of the storm today. 46 was our official high temperature at the Bowling Green Airport yesterday. 55 is the average. That's a 9-degree difference. 29 was our low, 33 the average. That's a 4-degree difference. A year ago, we had a high of 54 and then a low of 26, and that's when we had the sleet move in. Back in 2014, March 3rd. 22 hundredths of an inch of rain so far for the month, none for the past 24 hours, and none has started yet, even though the radar is starting to light up. We'll begin to see just scattered light rain showers for the beginning of the day, and then the heavier stuff will pick up as we get into this afternoon and tonight. So, today, breezy and warmer, with showers, perhaps even a thunderstorm later, and a high of 65. I can't remember the last time we hit 65, or even close to that. Rain likely tonight, 100% chance. Heavy rain at times, some drenching downpours, rumbles of thunder, and a low of 42. And then that's when the cold front begins to pass through early Wednesday morning. And so I think we'll establish an early day high of 42 for Wednesday. And as we go through the morning, you'll see that transition from rain over to possibly a period of sleet, as I mentioned. How long that transition continues will have everything to do with what we end up with ultimately. But we won't know that until we get into this thing. This is going to be one of those situations that you really can't pin down just how much snow you're going to get out of this. It depends on where you are and where the best setup is as far as temperature and the amount of moisture that's left once this thing gets rained out. There's still going to be plenty of moisture, we think. The problem is, as I mentioned earlier, how much of that will be sleet and how much of that will be snow. The more sleet, the less snow. The less sleet, the more snow. You get the drift. Hopefully not a snow drift. We've had plenty of those too. So we'll start the day Wednesday 42, then falling temperatures throughout the day. And it will be critical as to when those temperatures fall and get closer to 32 degrees or below 32 as to when we see the changeover. Plus, it also has to do with what the temperatures are doing above us, not just on the ground or on the surface, but how the temperatures are behaving above us. That's why these things are so hard to predict. You may be saying, "Oh, Mr. Weatherman, you're giving yourself an out." I have to. I'm just being real with you. I mean, anybody that's throwing out these humongous snow numbers for this, you know better. It's a bunch of hooey. These are people that do not know how to decipher or discern with some wisdom these snow total maps. They take one model, look at a map, and go, "My God, there's a foot of snow on that one. I think I'll post it to social media so I can get, clickbait. I can get a bunch of likes and people following me, and they think I know the weather." And then when it goes wrong, they take it down like, "Oh, I didn't say that." Idiots. Anyway, so as we go through the day on Wednesday, the transition period will be key. So I'm just trying to prepare you. There could be that prolonged period of sleet before it goes to snow. Now, Future Max Predictor is saying anywhere from, say, 2 to 3/10 of an inch of ice. That would be significant enough to cause some issues. And then as we get down to 19 for a low on Wednesday night with the snow coming down, how long that snow lasts, of course, will also determine how things pan out. But we do think we could see, a couple of 2 inches to 3 inches of snow, maybe upwards of 4 inches north of the parkways, and slightly higher amounts as you head toward the Ohio River. But here in southern Kentucky, looks like we may escape the higher snow totals. But again, that is yet to be determined. That's how we see it now. Thursday morning, some leftover snow, but a cold day, a high of 26 and a low of 3 by Thursday night. Friday, mostly sunny, 34. Saturday, mostly sunny, 48, as we're out at the Home Expo programming weather radios from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We will be there regardless of whatever happens. 49 warming up on Sunday, and then 51 and mostly sunny by next Monday. By the way, this weekend is also the time change. We spring forward 1 hour, Sunday, 2 a.m. Spring forward. Yep, it is that weekend. All right, I think I've broken this down enough for the way we see it right now. Stay connected with updates. We'll do video updates at wbko.com, on Facebook and Twitter. 7-day forecast updates, all that stuff. Be watching your text alerts if you're signed up for that. And as I mentioned, when we post some of these graphics that show the numbers, We're showing the worst case scenario number. Keep that in mind because those numbers could change during the course of this event as we get new data that comes in. Please keep that in mind and don't come back later and say, well, you've said 3 inches of snow. Well, I said that's conditional. There's your caveat. It's conditional. So thank you. Appreciate my podcasters. Have a great day. Know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky if you can watch WBKO TV or streaming live to the WBKO app and to wbko.com.